So this one's just going to be me working through the scene and adding adjustments and things to it. And it's not intended for learning in terms of tools and things, but it's more of just of placing items. What's an interesting arrangement? How can we make things look like we're setting it into an environment? And developing a look and a feel. For the tree itself, we're going to remove our tree that we were working on. That was more just an example of how to create that kind of tree, but it doesn't fit into the environment we currently have. So some of these objects like this, you could add one, but really, if you were wanting to make, I would just come in and start creating a group of them, so that you're creating something more than just simply here's an object and it's the only object, but the repetitive nature of it gives away that it's just simply a plant that grows. And then scaling up and changing the sizes of them as well, so that you have some specific looks that are unique to each one, even though they're all the same object. And our platform over here, we have the platform close to where we want it, but the end goal is that the player could get up to this spot right here. So let's go ahead and move our platform over. Move the actual object over right here and rotate it. There we go. So this is going to be set up so that the player can go from here and then step over. Make sure we have it set just right. Let's be sure we're on our move tool. Move it over right about there. And in the end, what we had before, so our end goes a little too high. Let's move our end down. There we go. So it becomes more of a step up to that spot. Then you can just continue to dress up the world with more parts and pieces. These, maybe something like this would grow on the shade, the shadow side of the this rock. For the door, I'm going to place the interactive parts right here. We're going to go to our, let's see, we'll go to our door and moving platform. And, oops, not moving platform, but the pressure pad. We'll move these over here. And then rotate them. So we'll place it so that the door is going to be here in front of this door. And then we'll have the pressure pad down below. So again, with the Pro Builder, you could adjust the terrain. That way it fits, it feels like it fits nice and tight with it. So we'll continue adjusting this door until we have it fit in nicely here. There we go. So we'll go for right here, where the door's got the connection and stuff. And then I'm going to take from this point, so we'll move it back like that. So now we have it feeling like it's just nice and tucked away. And then on the door at the bottom, let's go ahead and go to our plane. Go back to our tools, Pro Builder window. And I'm just going to adjust the vertices so that we can get the door and the terrain to fit right together like that. And then the same thing on this one. I'm just going to move these up and down until we have the placement feel like it fits correctly for the pad as well. There we go. It's a little bit closer of a fit right here. That way when we're testing it out, when we come over to this side, we'll be able to see the pad, activate the pad to see the door opening. So that part works nicely. We'll go ahead and get out of our Pro Builder mode. And then we'll move the object here a little further back so that it doesn't get in the way with the camera tracking on it. So we have this one. We've got an object to be able to go up and down with right here. And then in terms of adding a few additional pieces, let's go ahead and take a section right out of here. We're going to go right through the middle right here and actually make a valley that she can't cross over. So we'll go ahead and go back to our Pro Builder tool. And we'll go to our vertex mode. Actually, we'll go to our face mode here. And this is just going to be selecting the area that we want to manipulate for it going down. Let's say creating a cavern or a large divide between the two. Alright. So let's give us a nice little divide between so that the player feels like they have to actually make a choice at what they need to do next in order to get across an area. So we'll go back to some of our objects here and begin placing some more objects inside the scene. So we'll have it look as though she was snugged it in right in between everything on landing.